We've been let down, I think.
I've come out today to march for my grandchildren.
Yeah.
The rest of the world is with us.
We are the British people. This is not over. This has not even started.
You know, what other option do we have? They just simply don't listen.
In the 60s. I thought, can we go back to that then?
If you come out and nothing changes, at least you can say you've tried.
In some way, shape or form. Right, so we were just on Sean Atwood's stream. Great. And we've got 2 choppers in the air at the moment. We've even got 3 actually. I can hear a third reverberating off the buildings. Yeah, this is England, definitely. So why have you come out today? Why is it important for you?
I come here quite a lot. In fact, I've been coming here for about the last 4 years.
Yeah.
It's important because I've seen the state of the country go, especially in London, where now you have a job. You can't walk out at night without having to be on guard in case you're going to get stabbed in the back. Not so much about the colour of people's skin, because they seem pretty okay. It's about mostly the Islamic religion is not a good religion. In fact, not the people that support it, the Muslims, they're probably good people. I'm not knocking them for being people. They know no different. But the Islam religion was 1,400 years ago by Mr. Muhammad, and at the time when he decided to make a religion up when he was a slave importer, that was his job, and every slave he imported went past him, he said, you swear allegiance to me, and anyone who disagreed with him, he whipped their head off. That's why they're all called Muhammad, and they swear allegiance. That's why they're obsessed with him. They won't argue with him, so they've had 1,400 years of, you don't argue with that bloke. The whole book, it's got, if it was written today it would be banned. It's full, there's over 100 verses of not good things, of killing people, and they will not stop until they take the world over when they are doing it, and that's why I'm here to stop that.
Yeah.
And you know, the boat people, well, that's down to Keir Starmer. He's got to stop that. We don't want that. Not the actual. They come. I don't blame them for coming. If you could go anywhere in our country and get a better deal, you would go there. But it's Starmer that's created that, and that's why I'm here today.
Would you say we should have never said multicultural? We should have said multi-ethnic society.
Multi-ethnic, and it should always be like you always do. When you run a club and you've got a new member, you get one new member in and you vet them out, and if they're agreeable, they stay. You don't let 50 members in at a time and there's only 2 of you vetting them out, because obviously whoever's the majority rules, that's what they've done. Too many, too quick. And anybody what comes to a country respects the country they go to and enjoys the hospitality they give them. Well, if you're not allowed to fly your own flag with fear of being stabbed up or arrested, there's something going wrong.
If you're not happy, don't think that everyone else coming out is going to change it.
No,
you have to start coming out as well.
I always believe that.
Because too many people think that, and that's why we're in this position.
Yeah, exactly. They think, what's the point? I'm only one person, and that's not the case.
If
you do nothing, and then you ain't got a say. If you don't like what's happening, you ain't got no say about complaining. You've asked it. Your punishment is your own because you've asked it. If you come out and nothing changes, at least you can say you've tried. At least you can say you've done your best. And that's what I've got to say about that.
Why have you come out today?
Support England and Britain. That's the only reason why. We're not racist, we're right, you know what I mean?
Would you agree with this statement? We should have never had a multicultural society, we should have had a multi-ethnic society.
Yeah, I agree with that, yes, definitely. 100%. Not all immigrants are bad. I've got immigrant friends. They're beautiful, I love them to bits. You know what I mean? Just the way they're coming over is just wrong, isn't it? You know what I mean? No passports, no IDs.
But just in the
got to put a stop to it.
Yeah, in the context of 15, 20 years ago, before this was a problem, from the beginning it should have never been multicultural, it should have been multi-ethnic.
Yes, definitely. And England should be put first as well. We're in England. Why is it wrong to raise the flag of your own country? In America, you have a flag in a classroom, picture of the president. So, like, why is it that we're racist? I mean, it's not. It's not at all. It's not at all. Yeah, thank you.
Can you get a couple of words about why you come out?
I've come here today. Because I'm sick of consecutive governments lying about what they've said they were going to do. They've all look at all the manifestos. They've all said they were going to stop these boats coming over, and now not one of them have. They don't give a fuck. And I'm from a place called Dewsbury, where it's pretty much 50-50 Muslim and white people, and they've taken over. The town's a shithole.
Same as Rotherham, mate.
Yeah, town's a shithole. I can remember being 7-year-old, mate, and my mum being spat at and called a white bitch in an old town where she's grown up, mate. I'm nearly 50 now, and it's just got worse and worse over the years. And
you've got Rotherham Labour councillors.
It's all Labour councillors
who are still in power, and they knew what were happening in Rotherham, and they're still in office.
They did in Dewsbury, mate. They did in Dewsbury. My auntie went to police about because of
the Pakistanis.
That's
all they've done, mate.
Yeah, they have, for their mass block vote.
Yes, because they're getting that on.
Block vote.
Everyone is taking cover under the trees. It's a classic English day down here in London today. Nice bit of sunshine, clear skies, and then all of a sudden the heavens open. Why have you come out today, my friend?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say I'm really happy to be here, and thank you for inviting me along. But essentially, I'm here because we got a government that doesn't really give a fuck about its people, and is cramming a narrative down our throats, around the world, globally, that we don't want. So essentially, we're all just out here today to stop everything. No one wants boats, no one wants all the shit that's happening, illegal, undocumented migrants coming out to here, being housed in 5-star hotels while we got homeless out on the streets. So it's just everything, do you know what I mean? Everyone's at boiling point, no one's listening. Protest, bang, have some more of that, do you know what I mean? So
would you agree with this statement? Back 15, 20 years ago, we should have never called it a multicultural society. We should have called it a multi-ethnic society.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, different ethnics. I mean, I'm Italian, quarter Italian, Irish, everything else. You know what I mean? So ethnicity isn't the thing which I'm sort of here for. It's more the part where we got like say cultural, coming over here from cultures where it's okay to touch little kids, do you know what I mean? It's like, do you know what I mean? And then saying, oh no, when they get caught, oh, they didn't know, let's put them back out on the streets, do you know what I mean? It's just not on, so.
Yeah, we've seen so many stories now of, it was okay in my country, so I didn't know, you know, and how many times do we have to hear that before we realise there's a problem?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Why have you come out today?
I've come out today to march for my grandchildren.
Yeah.
So they've got a safe environment to live in.
Yeah.
So they're not got to be scared to go out anymore, so that we can just be normal like it used to be years ago.
Yeah.
We want to go back to how it used to be. We don't want to be scared of these bloody boys anymore that are attacking our women. It's just got to stop.
Yeah.
And that is why there is over 3 million people here today. And we are marching for our rights. And we are marching because we should be able to talk, say what we want, when we want. This is meant to be a free country. Is it bollocks? Yeah. Nothing free about putting women in prison for sending a tweet. That's not a free country.
Yeah.
That's all I've got to say.
Definitely. Would you agree with this statement? 15, 20 years ago, we should have never said it's a multicultural society. It's a multi-ethnic society.
Definitely, I do agree. And this is coming from a woman who has brought up 4 black children. Yeah. I still believe that should never have been said.
Yeah.
So I'm not a racist, not by any means. Yeah. How can I be? You know, my children are all mixed race. My kids said to me today, Mum, get out of bed and go on that march. And that's what I did.
Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank Thank you, mate. Guys, could I get your thoughts on why it's important for people to come out?
Because the country is being lost to people that aren't native, and we are. Our daughters are being. Our houses are being taken, our jobs are being taken. We're in a bad state as it is. We haven't got room to be friendly to people. Nothing against them, but they're getting treated better than our own people, man.
Would you agree with the statement that 15, 20 years ago, we should have never said multicultural society, multi-ethnic society?
Absolutely, not in a racist way, but we look after our own first, and then if we've got room, we look after other people. At the moment, we're being discarded as nothing, and there's no room, there's nothing left, there's no money, there's no jobs, there's no houses, but they're getting priority over us. It's not fair.
You're right, bud.
It's about time we all come together as a group, you know?
Yeah, exactly,
mate. We all love each other, don't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you shouldn't have to pay rent on the land you were born on, should you?
No, exactly.
No, they kidnapped it 1,000 years ago, yeah. They want to charge us rent every day to live. Nah, mate. You got to wake up earlier to catch me slipping, but it's one of them, mate. You know, we all fall into the trap, don't we? Peaceful as it may be. That's all we want, peace.
Yeah.
You know, we shouldn't have to pay to live. You know, the root cause to your stress, rent. Listen, it's all the Zionist. It comes from the Zionist Jews, yeah, and it's all done from the banking cartel, yeah, all down to the fucking whatever you want to call it, yeah. They're not daft. They know what they're doing. The government are complicit in everything they're doing, and we're just here to stand firm and say, you know what, boys. If you're not in it, you're never going to win it. You know, if you stand together and say, look, we're not happy with what we're getting, then we might get something better.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but we don't need any more charity to other countries.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're happy.
Definitely. Would you agree with it? Would you agree with this statement that 15, 20 years ago we should have never said it's a multicultural society, it's a multi-ethnic society?
Definitely, yeah, because you know what it is, yeah. If you come to listen. If I'm hungry and you are, I swear down I'll split whatever I've got with you and you can eat, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there you go. Don't tell the government I said that.
No, I won't.
Please. Don't shoot me.
Thank you very much, my friend. It's Charlie Dude on YouTube.
Charlie Dude?
Yeah.
TMZ, Jonathan Cahill, yeah.
Jonathan
Cahill. The fit felon.
Recognise that name.
West Yorkshire's most wanted. The mugshot went viral. You never call me a kiddie fiddling, granny bashing, one beating scumbag. Anything else you can call me. I don't give a
Cheers, dude. Nice to meet you, Jonathan. Why is it important for people to come out, and why have you come out today?
Well, it's just that Charlie Kirk went to the universities and was debating and speaking to people who had a different opinion to him. So that's what everyone is for. We want a voice. We want to speak. And even if you don't agree with us, don't shoot us. Don't call us Nazis. Don't call us fascists and spit at us. We're English. We're London. So this today is a show of strength that free speech is still alive in this country.
And which it's not, is it?
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, people being sent to prison for tweets. Some bloke got arrested for calling someone a muppet the other day.
Twice, actually. There's another instance of it. Same thing.
Yeah,
so two so far. 2 people in the UK have been arrested for calling one a police officer a muppet, and the other one was a citizen a muppet.
Yeah. It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, you got shoplifting is on an epic scale.
Yeah.
People are losing their businesses because the police are just not turning up.
Yeah.
And then they turn up 5-handed because a comedy writer gets off a plane at Heathrow and is arrested and then taken to hospital because they think he might be having a heart attack. Yeah. It's disgusting.
Well, you would do, wouldn't you, if you had that turn up? You'd think, now what's going on?
Yeah, no, it's not on. And I think today's the turning point. Unfortunately, the timing with Charlie just escalated it. It's just brought it home that free speech is disappearing. It's disappearing quick.
Would you agree with this statement that 15, 20 years ago we should have never said multiculturalism, we should have said a multi-ethnic society?
Well, it's never ever going to integrate. It's birds of a feather stick together. Always has been.
Yeah.
And Tony Blair come along with his project that he's still pulling the strings on the Starmer in the background. And now this today would never have happened 25 years ago.
Yeah.
There are people who are just getting on with it. This is a general decline of being able to call yourself British and wrap yourself in the flag and appreciate the history of being British, English and being of London. And today is a turning point.
Just go that way and then walk straight into Victoria.
Go in this way and we go to Victoria, as John said.
Excuse me, mate. I don't suppose I could get a couple of words on camera about why you've come out today.
Yeah, of course you can. I'm absolutely livid at the downfall of England.
Yeah.
Right? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
The past 15, 20 years, it's just gone to the shit.
It's gone to the shit, yeah.
Would you agree with this statement that 15, 20 years ago we should have never have said multicultural society, it's a multi-ethnic society?
Absolutely. And I don't think any of it should be put forward at all. We are Great Britain and we are great for a reason.
Yeah.
We are the British people. This is not over. This has not even started.
Yeah.
The people of England, we're all going to come together and we're going to march forward that way. Please come with us.
Well, we're here really just because we've had enough of the mass immigration and the way it's impacting our lives, our kids' lives, the way that there seems to be a two-tier system. Christianity seems to be seen as a bad thing, and the old values in life seem to have disappeared and seen as an extreme point of view if you're just a Christian.
Are homeless. Why are they putting the migrants first?
We're the second-class citizen, aren't we?
And women are accounted for nothing by the Muslims. That's what I can't stand. And they're getting all this money when our people are getting nothing. They're put up in first-class hotels and taking over. It's just gangs of them. I just don't agree with it at all.
And also, what I get cross about is the fact that if you've got this view, you're considered fascist and far right. And actually, when you look at this march today, there is such a combination of different people. You know, there's old, there's young, there's people in wheelchairs. Do you know what I mean? It's not the kind of football hooligan thug that everybody makes out. So it's absolutely amazing today, the number of people that turned out. We're
It just
glad
keeps
to be a part
going
of
and
it.
going, doesn't it? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you agree? 15, 20 years ago, we should have never have said it's a multicultural society. We should have said it's a multi-ethnic society.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Thank you, ladies.
I mean, it's just such a shame that it's come to this. You know, we've been let down. I think.
We're not racist. You know, they're taking all our money. They're going to bankrupt the country.
Take it away from the elderly and their heating and give it to home people that illegally break into our country.
No worries. Yeah, they've closed it.
They closed. I booked the table. What's your name? It's okay. What's your name? Roberts.
Oh dear.
Table for 6.
Roberts what?
James.
Roberts what?
Let me see.
No, you can't say.
Why not?
There's no Robert James on there.
We're Millwall.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a couple questions, mate? Yeah, I know. I'm Charlie. Why have you come out today? Why is it important for you?
I'm here to support my country and to support the free speech that we should all be entitled to.
Yeah.
You saw Keir Starmer on Twitter talking about Charlie Kirk and how free speech is allowed. But when Tommy Robinson used free speech, Keir Starmer put him in prison. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's hypocritical.
Yeah, definitely.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. Would you agree with this statement? 15, 20 years ago, we should have never called it a multicultural society. It's a multi-ethnic society.
I agree. I mean, don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but we're becoming a minority in our own country. In the next 10 years or so, England is going to be an Islamic state. And you see all the leftists protesting, they're going to be wishing they were here.
Why have you come out today, my friend?
To stand up for our children and our country. I think it's a disgrace what's going on. I'm not racist at all. My dad's black, my mum's white. But I feel like if people are coming over here look, my nan come over here whenever they come over here, I wasn't even born. So as everyone else. if you're going to come over here, abide by the laws, innit? Protect our children, innit? I think it's a disgrace that our police ain't protecting our children. If we look at all the amount of kids that have nearly been grabbed and sexual assaults and things like that, it's scary. One happened in Bluewater. Like, I take my kids Bluewater shopping centre all the time.
Where is that, sorry?
It's in Kent, in Greenhive. So there was a kid the other day, he was only 4, the Eastern Europeans tried to grab him and tried to run to the car with him. So it's just like, mate, what's actually going on? Look what they're doing today. They're blocking all our bridges off. Like, this is meant to be our country. Why are we not allowed to protest? It's meant to be freedom of speech. So why are we not allowed to do what all the other protests are allowed to do? Do you know what I mean?
Pro-Palestine would be allowed.
That's it. Listen, as I said, I believe everyone should be able to get on the road and protest for anything in their beliefs, but to a standard. Do you know what I mean, mate? So I'm here for my kids today. I'm here for my nephews, my nieces, and everybody else's kids, mate. Innit? Do you know what I mean? We need to stick together as a country, mate.
Would you agree with this statement? 20 years ago, when multiculturalism was sort of mainstreamed and sort of drilled into people, do you think it would have been better if we had have said multi-ethnic rather than multicultural? No,
don't, mate. I think if anyone, listen, as long as you're not being racist and you're not saying, you can say whatever you want.
And that's sort of what I'm trying to get at is, it doesn't matter your ethnicity, it's the culture you're bringing with you. You see what I mean?
And listen, when I say it, someone said it to me. Me and my mate was talking about this other day. He's a well-known fighter, Danny Christie. People like our granddad are never going to be born again. That generation is done. And it's just sickening to think that they fought for our country for this to go like this. Do you know what? You be from this country, you go down to council, you try to get help, and they won't even ask you. Like, I've been down there with my son and I can't get housed. But then if I come over and I don't speak a word of English, I can get housed. Do you know what I mean? So I'm here for everyone's kids today, mate. Do you know what I mean? And that, like, it's not about a colour thing. It's about us standing together as a country. Like, we've all got kids, we've all got nieces and nephews, and they need to abide by our laws. It's as simple as that. Listen, mate. Look, you're gonna have good and bad in everyone. Of course, you're gonna have people that are racist and angry and things like that, and that, but it's just passionate, if more than anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know? Like, as I said, my dad's black, my mum's white. I've got uncles and aunties that agree with it. I've got uncles and aunties that don't agree with me being here today. But I'm standing up for what I believe is right. Do you know what I mean? Where are our kids going to be in 15, 20 years' time if it's like this already? Do you know what I mean? So that's what I have to say.
Protest. We want our country back. We want our children to be safe. I want my children to have a happy future. And for Charlie.
For Charlie Kirk, exactly. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Peace be upon him. Do you think we should have called it multi-ethnic society?
Definitely.
It's a better way of putting it, isn't it?
100%,
Because it's the culture, not the race.
100%. Everyone wants to try and make this about race, and it's not. It's not race at all. It's exactly what Tommy stands for, exactly what Charlie stood for, and it's what we all here stand for today.
South Oxy, save our kids. Lest we forget, save our kids. Well, why have you come out today?
Because we want our freedom of speech, and we've had enough of being classed as second-class citizens and left behind. Everybody else is coming over on dinghies and getting what they want in their hotels, and we're all sitting at home struggling, can't afford to put our rigging on. Something isn't right. Keir Starmer needs to go. Get Keir Starmer out. That's what I've got to say.
Excellent. So why have you come out today, mate?
I've come out today because I feel like time and time again the British government has been given the opportunity to stand for the British people and what we need and what we want in this country, and just for decades on decades, people like my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my father, myself, paying inordinate amount of tax for a start. And it's not just about tax, and it's not just about what we give, but it's look around you, the place that was built by the British people. I've come out today in remembrance of all the people in my family and all our armed forces and everybody really that supported the building of the British state that they're now conspiring to ruin, in my opinion. That's why I'm out, and I think that's why everybody's out. I mean, we've got a multitude of reasons, haven't we? But you know yourself, I think everybody knows they've had a mandate to change for a long time. They've ignored and ignored and ignored. Time and time again.
I tried to explain to some tourists earlier very quickly, and it still took me 5-10 minutes, you know, so it's a massive...
And it is nuanced, it is. It's not as simple as people like to make out, but at the end of the day, what other option have they given us? Like you say, they killed our negotiator. You know, what other option do we have? They just simply don't listen. The Conservative Party don't listen. The Labour Party don't listen. We've given them a mandate. We've given them options. We've given them choice. We are the majority here. Everybody knows it. We know it and they know it. It's just all about control. It's about how they keep us down, how they manage us. It's all just about controlling us, pushing us into a corner, so we'll do as we're told.
Do you agree or disagree? 15, 20 years ago, when multiculturalism was sort of mainstreamed and drilled into people, do you think we should have called it a multi-ethnic society instead?
What do you mean, actually calling multiculturalism
Well, it was sort of drilled into people that, we should have a multicultural, accepting society, whereas actually, if we'd have had a multi-ethnic society, then it's not about racism, is it?
No,
it's about, you want to come and join in our...
Well, that's it. No, that's correct. There's a massive error in the basis of the English mentality at the minute, where people like myself, I'm only 23, in school we were taught that all cultures are equal and all ideas are equal, but it's not true. It's not a fact. We are not inherently the same within our cultures, and it's just a fact. It's just a fact that, you know, a man who's brought up in the Middle East and he's taught the way his family teach him and the way they operate in their culture, we're taught the way we operate. And like you say, a multi-ethnic society is not a problem. How many black people do you see? How many brown people do you see here today? You know, it's not, you know what I mean? There's Jews and Muslims and Sikhs and Hindus all in this crowd. You know, it's nothing to do with the colour of people's skin, because how many communities have managed, how many ethnicities have managed to get themselves back, pull themselves back through into a British culture, you know, and start working towards. The Sikhs are a prime example, you know, fantastic work they do. I work with them every day. But yeah, like you're right in what you're saying, definitely. I mean, the multiculturalism has failed, and it's a sad reality. It's sad for someone like me to, you know, it was drilled in. It was at school. It's just what you're taught. It's what you know. People like me thought we knew this. It was just what was true, but it isn't. It isn't. And when communities come to this country and they form their own enclaves, like we all do, like we all would. I'm nothing against them for doing it, because we would all do it. You know,
we do it in Spain with our
exactly. Look at Benidorm. They hate us over there, man. But this is what I'm saying. It's just we need to get it right. We need to get it right and quick. Otherwise, things are going to go south. These guys, Charlie Kirk was a guy of virtue. He was a guy of liberty. He was a guy of faith. And they've taken him away from us. Now, you can't truly believe that the man that precedes him, who's going to be Fuentes? Do you know what I mean? Honestly, how many young lads know his name now because of what they've done to Charlie Kirk? It's a terrible thing. It's going to drive reasonable men to do unreasonable things. I think that's a fact.
That is very true insight, my friend. And I hadn't thought about it like that. You put it very eloquently.
I've been taking part in putting the flags up in my community. So we've done hundreds of them, right? And throughout all of it, these people have showed their true colours, and you can see them, and it's just terrible to see the way that people think of us. It really is terrible. But I've felt it in my heart, a real anger, and I'd like to consider myself pretty reasonable. How many young lads out here who aren't educated, who don't have the best of jobs, you know, who didn't have the best of upbringings, they're going to do terrible things, man. It's about time that Keir Starmer and the boys in the Houses of Parliament over there woke up, turned their brains on, and realised that young lads are going to start thinking terrible things and doing terrible things before they do something about what's going on here. Like I said, we had to give them a mandate. They ignored us. They ignored us every time.
Australia, awesome. So why have you come here today?
I'm fighting James DeGale in a couple of weeks. Do you know James DeGale, the Olympic gold medalist?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. In Manchester. But I'm here for the march today. I'm seeing a few of my mates that are mates with the guy running the march. What's the guy's name?
Tony.
Yeah, him.
Tommy.
I'm seeing him.
Oh, awesome. Excellent.
Where is he?
Well, I suppose he's at the front.
I
am
don't
sitting
find
there. Matt Floyd, everyone. I'll put you on the screen. So I've been putting a statement to people today, and I just wondered if you agree or disagree with this. 15, 20 years ago, in the UK, I would say there was a wave of education and sort of almost propaganda to say we should have we do have a multicultural society. In hindsight, do you think maybe it would have been better if we'd have said multi-ethnic society?
I don't know. Can you answer this one for me?
Hello. My name is Lucas Brown. I'm also a bare knuckle fighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any problem with anyone coming over as long as you integrate with everyone else, work hard, and do as you should.
Yeah.
To come over and expect handouts, etc., that's not what it's about. Also, if you're going to come over and try and make this country, or a country, like yours, why not stay where you were?
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
You come to a country, accept the country's culture, knowing what it is, and you assimilate.
Yeah.
That's the way it should happen.
So, guys, I've seen a lot in the media about Australia at the moment, and obviously you've got very similar problems, actually, and even the pro-Palestine movement, especially, I would say, from my point of view, seems like they've got even more extreme than what we have here.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be about pro-Palestine movement, but just in general, could you explain a little bit about what's happening over in Australia for people watching?
I'll be honest. We're in Perth at the moment, over in Australia.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as what it is over east in Sydney, etc.
Okay.
So we try and stay out of that sort of stuff.
I understand,
But yeah, living there's a beautiful place, and if you want to come to somewhere and live, just come there and live. You know what I mean? Don't be any other way.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Also, the guy I'm fighting, James DeGale, he's gay.
Okay.
Yeah. Just want everyone in England to know that.
Okay.
The guy, he is. So,
James who? Sorry?
James DeGale.
James
He's
DeGale.
Olympic gold
He's
medalist,
gay.
world champion. He's gay. I'm fighting.
Okay.
He's been here.
No
Right.
worries.
Nice to meet you, brother. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, brother. Nice to meet you.
Why have you come out today?
For everything, for him.
For Charlie. So, guys, on my placard I've got they killed our negotiator, referencing Charlie Kirk. So you feel very strongly about Charlie Kirk.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Yeah.
He tried to talk to young people and get them to have some critical thinking about what they're being fed at college and in the media, and to make the most of their lives, because Christian values actually give a human being so much more than the rhetoric that's being taught to young people nowadays. It gives a future, gives you peace of mind and so on. Fighting for causes that really don't have much to do with your own life and your own mental health, I don't think is practical right now. It's a waste of your energy. You know. And he's been such an inspiration for me, but through my sons, you know, and for young men, and it's tragic. It really is.
I've never met the man. I've never come close to the man. I didn't even watch his content that much, you know. But I shed a tear for him. It was horrific what happened, and you know, it just. I wish we could go back in time and go a different way. But it is a wake-up call. You're right.
You've got to take his message. He was trying so hard and actually very brave going into those, you know, crowds of university. They're very aggressive, some of those people, you know, and not your average person wouldn't do that. But I remember one thing he said was that he's had the Holy Spirit with him, and I didn't even know what that really meant, you know, but obviously I know now. And I just found it quite awe-inspiring.
And his message of faith, ironically, in his death, it become clearer to me. It did become more clear. I understand now why he was so confident, you know. He had his armour.
Also saying if he was killed, he'd like to be remembered for his faith.
Yes.
Not as much even for his, politics or everything that he's built, but and that he knows his saviour is Jesus Christ, and that's where he's going afterwards.
Yes.
So.
And he has succeeded in his mission, actually, to spread the word.
He did so much for the MAGA and to help Trump get there by reaching another demographic of people who wouldn't have maybe thought the way, you know, we should think, which is a bit more of a community, family-orientated spirit. We need to take care of people, you know, in where we live, and not sort of, I don't know, waste time and energy on causes that are distracting us from our first goal, which is England, this country, building it up. giving young people something to live for.
Yeah, how can we help anyone if our back's broken? You know, we can't, can we? You know, it's just silly. Moving slightly away from Charlie Kirk, rest in peace be upon him. You see what I did there? Yeah. Yeah.
When he came out of jail and
when
he gave
Tommy
the
came out of
speech.
jail, yeah. And what's your thoughts on why it's important for people to come out, mate, and why have you come out?
Personally, I feel it's important because we have to remember what it means to be British.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually joined the church recently to discover my Christian values, or what the country used to promote. And I don't really remember much from school in terms of reasons why we should be proud to be living in this country. So seeing 3 million people here, everyone is polite, friendly, and happy to embrace one another. It's very rare to see something like this nowadays. I've lived in London a fair bit, and you know, there are multiple demographics. They don't always come together. People are quite shy, closed off, afraid, but today is a huge difference from all of that. So it's for me, it's like a catalyst as to why I'd like to even study more, realize why this country became the way it is now. But even back through history, see how much of an impact England had on the rest of the world, because I think we're forgetting all of that right now. And I think it should be really taught, because we're not being taught anything close to it anymore.
They always focus on the negatives of our history, and it's like, oh, we're responsible for the slave trade and things like this, and it's like, well, we stopped it, exactly, you know, and
we lost men fighting. It was
for that battle. Thousands of men, I believe. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. 3,000 odd, I think, navymen. We lost something along the lines of that. Do you agree or disagree? 15, 20 years ago, when there seemed to be a wave of establishment education drilling into people, we should be a multicultural society. Do you think it would be it would have been better if people had said, or they'd have said, we're a multi-ethnic society?
I don't know about that. You have to have people who are loyal to England and who like to be here because it's England and they want the British values that are from Britain. And can we just deal with our problems? We got our own problems here. You know, the British. I mean, I was born in another country, but I came here when I was a baby. I don't know any different. I didn't always fit in, but that doesn't matter. I still appreciate what this country gave me, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. But the fact is that you have to sort of let people know that no country is perfect, but we don't import bad stuff when we got our own bad stuff to deal with. That's all.
As far as that question goes, multiple ethnicities aren't really a problem as long as they are embracing a culture. Because I have friends of many backgrounds from different places. I talk to people from all around the world regularly, from Scandinavia, the other day even Croatia. And as long as you're coming to this country and you're happy to embrace what it's giving you and support it in your own way in return, I think that's fine. But if you have a mix of cultures and some things clash, and then England seems to be at the moment will accommodate for you more than what we used to have, then you lose the sense of what it means to even live in an English country.
Someone online was talking about the ethno-civnats thing, and I was thinking I didn't quite understand where they're coming from. But then I thought, when you look at all those historical pictures that show you of Europe and UK in the 60s, I thought, can we go back to that then? What was that demographic? Can we have some of that? Because that seemed to be fine.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
The odd brown person would mingle in here and there, and there wasn't a big issue. You know, people were civilized. You know, you walk down the street, there's a hello, there's a whatever. I'd like that.
Yes. Yeah.
So I can only pray.
Yes. Well, that's all we can do, unfortunately, at the moment. Do you want to say any words, mate?
He's the head of the household.
Yeah.
No, they say it for me.
Yes.
I think it's abnormal, the situation we're in now. It's been manufactured. I think immigration in the 60s, 70s was organic almost. People came to this country, they integrated, like Rosh's parents, and it worked. Since Mr. Blair...
Because they came from the British Empire, you know? They had that...
I think everyone knows since Tony Blair put his experiments into practice, this is what we've got, and it can't carry on.
The experiments fail.
Yeah. It's got to stop.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And that's why. We're not racist, we're not bigots, we just want England to be a nice place to live in again.
In every part of England, no enclaves, no no-go areas, you know,
People come here have to integrate.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they don't like it, then don't come here.
Are more
Where do the
apt.
British go
Yeah.
when there's no homeland?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. What will we all do when we ain't got a homeland? You're exactly right. There isn't many places to go because Europe is also having the same problem, and then I'm not sure I want to go over to America at the moment either. So we've got no. Yeah. Okay, we could go to Australia like those guys before, but then they're having problems as well. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be anywhere safe anymore.
Everyone needs to take care of their own country's problems first before inviting more in. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, exactly, my friend. And it seems very strange that we all come here, we all talk. We seem to, it's obvious to us, you have to help your own first before you can help anyone else. Otherwise, how can you help someone?
My thing is, when they get you, they always say, so you don't care about the thousands of children killed in Palestine. I say, do you care about all the white working class kids in this country who are still being groomed?
Yeah.
Do you care about all the pro-choice? Do you care about that?
Hello. Right, guys, well... Unfortunately, we've been hanging around so long that we are going to miss out on the actual Mall promenade protest, but there are still thousands of people around to interview and ask their thoughts, so we may carry on. It is a shame that they have blocked off the road and we can't go down any further.
They did as well, man. They did well.
Unfortunately, all these people have been turned away, as will I if I carry on going down this way. A lot of positivity here today for both British and American people alike. Whoever has common values, common beliefs. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Very sad, very sad. A lot of people caramelised peanuts and almonds there. Sounds nice, but I bet they're about 20 quid. Yeah, lots of different kinds of people here today. Stop selling out our country on the lights over there. Very sad indeed. Well, it's been a great day here in London. It'd be interesting to see the footage of everyone else who did get through the police cordon down there. There seems to be a lot of people still. I'll probably go down and get some interviews now, but I'll do a summary of so far. People want a stop to mass migration and illegal migration. It is affecting our culture, it is affecting our living standards, and it's unacceptable. We voted for this on many occasions, either through the party we've been voting for or Brexit, which was directly a vote on migration essentially, and nothing has happened. If anything, the situation has got worse. Day after day we hear more news, more comes out from each facet of government and each political party, that every single one has failed the British people at every turn to get this mandate right. People are not going to lie down and take it anymore, and I think it's very meaningful that we have this march just days after, and this has been planned a while, and it comes days after what has happened to Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace, peace be upon him. If we had guns here in the UK, I think we would have already seen something along the lines of this, unfortunately. I'm not inciting anything by saying that, I'm just saying I think that's the fact of the matter, unfortunately. People are beyond consolation anymore. We don't want to compromise, we just want our country back. And to those of you who watch and you still aren't coming out, you need to. Goodness me, some people are vile. That woman was giving me a very dirty look, and then, you're right, bud, very dirty look, and then pursed her lips at me as she came past. Some people are very unhappy with the Patriots' presence here today, and even more the reason why many of you need to come out. If you're sat at home, if you're watching these YouTube channels like Charlie Veach and the Auditors and any protest coverage, or even if you feel like the death of Charlie Kirk has touched you, it's time for you to come out, it's time for you to get involved, because every single person matters, and you need to come out and protest with us all. So yeah, signing off here. Thanks very much for watching, guys. This has been London Unite the Kingdom 2025. Charlie Kirk, rest in peace, peace be upon him.
People that are against, people that are for illegal immigration.
Yeah.